Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
I love you, you love me. We're a happy family.
Bullshit.
With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you.
Fuck you!
Won't you say you love me too?
Dinner is full!
I love you, you love me. We're best friends like friends should do. With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Hi, we're your local high-speed internet and cable provider. Are you looking for a fast, reliable internet connection? A large selection of your favorite HD TV channels? With 24/7 access to the best customer support technicians? All at a fair price? Fuck you. You'll take what we give you. You'll have the option of choosing from several of our completely unwarranted rip-offs, including internet speeds up to 200 times slower than Korea at twice the price, TV packages with over 500 channels, 90% of which you can't view, and we guarantee a plethora of hidden fees. Then, our barely trained technicians will come to install your services somewhere between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. Knock once while you're in the shower, and promptly leave. And once we do finally get your service up and running, it'll be down and limping within 3 hours. Indefinitely. Why, you ask? Simple. We are part of what is called an oligopoly. It's like a monopoly, only legal. See, in closed-door meetings with 4 or 5 of the other major providers, we've secretly agreed not to have differing prices, allowing us to completely eliminate any competition and collectively raise our prices to optimum cockbag levels. Because we here at your local high-speed internet and cable provider don't believe in customer satisfaction. We believe in money. Pools of money. Looking for a better deal? You can gobble down our balls. You're paying for it. Your local high-speed internet and cable provider. You won't like it, and there's no other option.
Everything that you touch first, Latinos touch. We're there every day early. Everything you touch. Let me give you some examples. Taco Bell had some tainted green onions. Oh, God. I got E. coli from them. Some tainted green onions showed up at Taco Bell. Okay, white people get E. coli, the whole world fucking stops. Who picks the onions? Latinos. You talk shit about us, it gets down to the fields. I didn't hear you. What did they say about us? They don't want us here, we're lazy and we're depleting the system. Oh yeah? Mira, ¿quieren onions? Mira, cabrón. Hasta en el culo, güey. Here, take that shit to Taco Bell. Take it. There's your chalupa right there. Here, let me put some hairs. Ay. For my culo, because they hurt. Ay. There. Better. Think outside the bun. There.
Do you ever feel like this world is full of assholes? Well, maybe you'll enjoy this song. Walking on my left, talking on my right, every flipping day, even late at night. Blogging on the net and yapping on TV. Assholes, assholes, just won't let me be. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Getting on my nerves, getting in my head. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Sound familiar? Well, wait a minute. I'm just getting started. Spamming up my inbox, calling on the phone. 24/7, they won't leave me alone. Trying to sell me this, trying to tell me that. If I had a steamroller, I'd squash them flipping flat. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Getting on my nerves, getting Another flip and one of them staring back at me. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Driving down the freeway, using up the air. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Assholes, assholes, assholes everywhere. Blah.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
Hey, good evening, everybody. It is Friday, September the 17th, 2021. Joined by the two brightest minds in the radio industry today. Well, okay, maybe not brightest minds, but still two talented people here. Up to my right on the video board, he is wearing a really shitty hockey hat right there from Detroit, the Detroit Red Wings. They used to be cool, but not anymore. But is DJ Loud in the house? DJ, what's going on? Good evening. Happy Friday.
Not much. Good evening to you, and ready to do this.
Ready to do this. He is ready to roll. And right there below me, he is smoking a cigar, not a vape pen, even though it looks like a vape pen because of all the goddamn smoke he's got going on over there. But that is Dirk Dunn of Arrogant Media. He is calling himself, as I take the banner down, he calls himself Papa Dirk today. I think if you said that really fast, it may mean something else. But Dirk, how you doing, sir?
Hey. Papa Dirk also applies. I go by both.
I guess it all depends if you get a woman in bed, I guess, huh? Oh, Papa Dirk me good.
No, that's senpai.
Oh, there you go. Hey, listen, I don't want to get mixed up with all the terms and everything like that. But anyway, gentlemen, good evening. It's Friday. How are we doing? Are we doing anything this weekend that's fun, or what's going on?
Oh, I've got miniatures to paint. That's really it.
Okay. Loud, anything interesting going on?
Radio shows this weekend, and working on doing kind of like a talk show like how you and I do with my co-host on that one, D's Nuts. He knows who he is.
Yeah, D's Nuts. Yeah, exactly. I hear it. I actually saw a little bit of it going on. I mean, honestly, I was like in bed. I was like tired as fuck. So it's like, I'm not to say that your show made me that way. I was already there. I was like, let me take a look at this. I mean, I really want to take a look at the show. So, but again, I didn't catch a lot of it to make my own opinion on it, and no, that had nothing to do with the show. Just want to go ahead and set that straight, okay? So, but I will listen whenever you're doing it. Let me know, and I want to kind of chime in live on it. So
we're doing it tomorrow night. I'll let you know about an hour or two before we go live.
Sounds awesome. That's great. Well, here we got the show tonight. 2 hours. We end at 9 p.m. Eastern. I actually went ahead and sent this link to somebody else. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I doubt it, but just kind of curious to see what happens because he knows that somebody else is on the show. So,
is it a mystery?
Well, I think it's not really much of a mystery. It's an old guy about 74-ish. You may know him by the initial CJ.
Oh, please. Oh, if the gods are so kind enough, do I have to sacrifice anything to make this happen? I'll do it.
You're going to have to...
So you'll be the sacrificial lamb then?
Yeah, you're going to have to go ahead and change the name from Papa Dirk to Dirk Me.
Well, I mean, I'm not virgin enough for the sacrifice here, but... I mean, if I have to do it, I'll do it.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to. I mean, it was sent to his page because I'm blocked on his profile. So, but anyway. But Arrogant Media, of course, is your baby over there, Dirk. And actually, I seen here that JP was hi. It says, "Hi, Dirk. I liked your channel on Facebook. I thought your channel was on YouTube, but I guess it's on Facebook too."
Yeah. Yep. The main way of viewing all the content that I do is through YouTube. I'm thinking about putting more content on BitChute too. The problem is, well, actually not as much anymore. It's supposed to be like a free speech platform.
Right.
So Crazy Joe could do just fine with that if he wants to.
Ooh. Don't give him any ideas. We're trying to take it away.
No. I'll give them ideas here. But
oh, you bastard!
There's been a huge problem of like white supremacists or some hardcore. I don't want to say nationalists, but like either way, lots of really bad conspiratory kind of stuff on the platform because people saw it as like a safe haven.
Right.
So what I wanted to do was just be a better example of like what kind of content you can put out there.
Yeah. So basically, if you're a racist, if you're anti this, anti that, this is the platform that you want to go on. Am I pretty much right? You're not going to get shut down because you could say the N word and you can go ahead and be a bigot all day long, and they're not going to touch you.
BitChute's been putting their foot down about that lately.
Oh, okay. So it's you may not be able to.
Yeah. But I think more people need to get on that platform and be good examples of what kind of content to make, though.
Yeah, I hear you.
Exactly.
I hear you. Hey, that would be Loud. That would be actually probably a platform that you could probably get your show on, the talk show. That's probably one of them. I mean, listen, don't just limit yourself to Facebook. You got to limit. You got to go ahead and make sure you reach out to all these platforms like YouTube, Twitter.
Yeah.
You now, believe it or not, Ustream was one of them, and they're out there. And I mean, even if you listen, you're a master at websites. You know, you have your own thing. Loud, what is it? Freaking
Loud hosting.
Thank you. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Listen, I had a long day at the doctor's. I'll get to that later. But yeah, loud hosting. I mean, you do your own website thing and everything like that. Get a website, freaking plop on a video screen where you can stream and just stream it right there. I'm telling you.
We're thinking about doing that, but right now we're starting it off as a low budget because actually These Nuts is the one that's going to be forking the bill for it. So
Yeah.
we just wanted to do a couple shows to let people know that, hey, we're going to have our own talk show. It's going to be different than everybody else's. And it's going to be uncensored because I can't keep the F word out of my mouth every 5 seconds. It comes out.
That's why you're on this show. That's why you're on this show. You can go ahead and tell everybody to fuck off every once in a while.
Fuck you!
You can go ahead and do that
Fuck you! Fuck!
I mean, I'm just saying, just keep over and over and over again.
I thought the F word was fun.
No, wrong F word.
No, wrong F word.
Andy Bass is on here. I think I'm going to offend him. I apologize, Andy. I just realized you were on here. I'm not going to do it anymore. I promise.
We forgot you were tuning in. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. Well, Andy's a real life preacher, and yes, the language on here sometimes is too much, and that's why he's he's not on the show doing a co-host because listen, I respect his decision. I really do. Because this show is not for everybody. It really isn't. And I kind of feel like I'm limiting my show to that point because I guess for a better reach, maybe advertisers and sponsors and stuff like that. Nobody wants to hear, all these. They don't want to hear all that. They don't want to hear all the fucks. So
yeah, I say bad words too, like pee pee poo poo.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's another one. We have to do the P word, the F word, the A word, the N word, all these words that start with all letters of the alphabet. We have to watch ourselves. The B word. Anybody want to know what the B word is? Is Bush. Nobody can use Bush anymore because all the 1970s people want it kept for themselves. So they don't want to keep that sacred.
Well, technically, we could get away with that. I just have to go to the store and buy a Bush Light can. Every time we say the word, hold the can up in the camera.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. Let's go ahead and get some good mornings here. JP says hi, Charlie. How you doing, JP? Of course, JP, who was promoting, and I'm kind of curious. He was basically every show was coming on and said, I have a birthday. Send me cards. I'm kind of curious how many cards he got. I'm kind of curious at that. Isaac, who does hashtags before every name, says, hi, hashtag Charles. How are you doing, sir? I'll get to that in a second. Alicia says, now this is funny. That was at 7:05. So I think that was the asshole song that was. What is the topic, guys? I don't have a topic. Are you kidding me? You hear the show. Do I run on topics? Let's.
We have a set list? No, we don't. We just talk about what comes off the top of our heads.
We never have a set list. What the hell? JP's asking, what's the radio show called that you're doing? Why don't you go ahead and plug it? Plug it, baby.
Right now, it's currently airing on 101.2 The Mix, and it'll be on tonight about 9:30. So basically, I play heavy metal anywhere from the 80s till now. And if you are offended to cats sounding like they're dying, or pigs sounding like they're dying, or a moose trying to kill a bear, just hit the red button and leave my show alone for the
No. The talk show that you and D's Nuts are doing.
Well, it's titled Loud and D's Nuts. Well, I'm loud, and my friend Calvin is going to be playing the role of D's Nuts.
You know something? I want to offer a suggestion, really.
Well, that's why we wanted you to watch our video and give us a review.
No. I'm just talking about the title of the show. What about Loud Nuts?
Yeah, but I wanted to bring a little bit of enticement of like Howard Stern, how every now and then he gets really raunchy.
Yeah.
Because these nuts are loud.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. You're trying, but I'm just thinking that rolls off the tongue a lot better. Loud Nuts.
Because all my friends told me that I need to get a hold of Howard Stern and tell him that we need to do a DJ battle between his show and my show and see who gets the better listeners.
Yeah, I hear you.
I think I would get my ass kicked by Howard Stern in a lion slide.
I think everybody gets their ass kicked by Howard Stern. Even some crazy ass motherfucker probably would do the same thing. Okay, so it's Loud and D's Nuts is the show. It's on every Saturday.
Well, this week it's going to be Saturday, and depending on how bad I get my ass kicked at the show next Friday that I'm going to, the show may be delayed to Sunday or Monday. Okay,
so keep on. Listen, go to DJ Loud's Facebook page or go to 1012themix.com.
.net. It's on Facebook. Just look up Thomas Bennett on Facebook. You'll find me with all sorts of different weird pictures. Mm-hmm. If you come across it and you find a guy standing to a mailbox on my profile picture instead of my real picture, that's my best friend from the band that he's promoting his band on.
Sweet. We got Starsky from the Just for Fun family says, anybody getting naked on here? No, Starsky, I apologize. No,
Starsky, I will have you know, I may or may not be freeballing.
But that's just that. You know what? Good point. I may be naked from the waist down. You just can't see it on air.
Yeah, exactly. You have to leave imagination here.
Damn, you're right, man. You're right. I could have just bullshitted my way on that one. Jeff is saying, hey, the Charles Richardson Show, cool shirt. What about Ohana? This is actually a shirt that when we adopted our son, because he's adopted, when we adopted our son, these were shirts all made when we went to Disney. So everybody wore these shirts, and they're kind of custom, like, not sure if you can see that, but it says Daddy. It has the date and everything like that. The Gotcha Day date. So we celebrated that. There's Andy's good evening, everybody. Jeff says reach out to then. Okay, we'll reach out to that. And let's see what else we got here. Andy corrected himself, says good evening, not morning. That's right, we're doing an evening show, not the morning show. Danielle says I'm great. Apparently I must have missed Danielle. Oh, here he is. Says, hey, Andy Bass. Okay, Danny from the Polytech show with Alex. You can hear that on Just for Fun Radio. And they're going back and forth, Andy and Danielle. They're having their own little conversation going on. So all right, cool. So today, as you can probably see on my Facebook, if you do follow me on Facebook, by the way, 813-699-5353 if you want to call. So if you saw on my Facebook page, I had a little scare today. Actually, I've had a scare the whole week, to be honest with you. I just kept it silent. So I've been having some pain and abdominal pain right below my right rib cage. As soon as I told this to the doctor, which I finally did after hurting for about 6 weeks, because we thought maybe it was a muscle pull, I just kind of let it go.
Yeah.
It was bothering me a little bit, but not to the point of like, oh, I can't move or something's happening. So anyway, I told the doctor and I pointed to the area. It's like liver. I'm thinking, shit, how long do I have to live? Because immediately, if you don't know me, I am the person that is going to go to the worst possible fucking scenario every time. If I feel a palpitation in my heart, I'm thinking I'm having a heart attack and I'm going to die.
I'm exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Me too.
So we're all in the same boat, right? We just think the worst possible scenario.
Yeah.
So I go ahead and it's like, all right, listen, we got to go ahead and we got to order a ultrasound. We got to take a look at what's going on in there. So the one word I want you to really think about, and this is the one I've learned over the past couple of days, is the word stat. Okay? This word put the fear of God in me. Because I'm already paranoid as it is, well, every time I go to get a test, this ultrasound and this CT scan I did this morning, all these tests were ordered stat. I'm saying, what does that mean? Says, we need to do this right away and get it figured out. I'm thinking, why? We don't know. We just need to do it right away. Okay. So immediately, the word goes into my brain, you know, what little I have, and into the back, it's registering stat. Why would they want stat? Something's going on. They're going to have to do an emergency operation. I may have freaking liver failure, kidney cancer. I may have cancer somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. Everything's registering like I'm going to die. I'm never going to see my family again. After I get this, they're going to rush me to the ER and I'm going to die on the table. It's just all of that going in my head. As soon as I hear the word stat, and I heard the word stat again today with the CT scan. And it's like, stat. Why do they want the stat? And here's the worst part. Because the stat, they went even further. After they're done with the CT scan, I could not leave until they cleared me. Meaning, they take the images, they give it to the specialist, the radiologist, they have to call, give all the images. They have to review the images and make sure it's okay for me to go home. You understand what I'm talking about? If it wasn't
you're sitting
okay,
there for God knows how long, waiting to figure out, am I going to be able to go home tonight or not?
Yeah, luckily it wasn't that long, but still, the 30, 45 minutes I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, are they going to come ambulance me to the ER? Am I going to go right into surgery? I just, all this shit is going in my head. Like, what the fuck? Like, you are waiting there because you are being told, we need to make sure your insides are working properly, and if they're not working properly, we're getting you to the fucking hospital. And it's like, I'm on the phone with my wife, I'm thinking, I don't tell this to her, and she already knows what I'm thinking anyway, because she's seen me in action. She's like, don't think the worst, just calm down, blah, blah, blah. Too late, I'm already freaking out. I'm already fucking freaking out. Leave me alone. But she's on the phone telling me all this, and of course it does no good, but I appreciate her trying. But the whole time I'm sitting there, it's like, I'm never going to see you again. This is the last time we're going to talk. I'm going to the hospital, and they're going to do something to me, and I'm going to die. So finally, I'm on the phone with her, and out the nurse, Charles Richardson. Like, wear my mask because you can't see my lips. But I'm making an You Charles? Well, she said Charles. Are you Charles? What's your last name? Richardson. Okay, you can go home. Thank you. Goodbye. Walked the fuck out of that door as quickly as I could. So they said they'll go ahead and call you later today to give you the full results of the scan. Okay, so I'm waiting to get the results of the scan. About an hour, 2 hours later, get a call from the doctor saying, hey, listen, we have the results of your scan. Give us a call. Okay, so we already assumed from the ultrasound I have a fatty liver, I have a cyst on my bladder, and I have an enlarged kidney. That's all the stuff I knew as of Wednesday. So I go ahead, get the phone call on Friday. They tell me the results of the CT scan, which is right after the ultrasound. And they go ahead and say, yep, so you have a fatty liver. I'm over here trying to read the report. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, we see that, you still have a cyst there. That, and I'm waiting for the point to say you have cancer. We need to see you right away, or some shit like that. I'm waiting for something that says, listen, something does not look right in your organs. Your heart's fucked up. There's no blood flow going to this part. You're going to have a stroke soon, or because they inject me with that stupid fucking dye that makes sure that everything's pumping freely.
Did you get the sensation of wanting to piss your pants?
A little bit. I did. She's like, you're going to get a warm sensation all over your body. It may feel like you're peeing. Well, as soon as she injected and told me it's warm sensation, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to piss myself, but yeah, I felt the little tingling down there in my pee-pee, but no, of course, no pee, and I didn't really feel much of a warm sensation, to be honest with you. I was kind of comfortable. So, they're doing this, make you hold your breath for fucking 12 seconds at a time. I'm thinking, listen, I'm already fat. You understand this. And me holding my breath for 12 seconds, taking a deep breath, fuck you. I mean, come on now. You realize I'm 320. You realize how much of a fat ass I am, and you want me to hold my breath for 12 fucking seconds. Are you kidding me? Anyway, but I did it. And the whole time that she's reading off the report over the phone, I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, it's just it's stuff we already knew. I said, how's my blood flow? Is anything showing sign? I mean, is my blood flow looking okay? Because you guys pumped that fucking dye in me and you're not telling me anything of this. Yes. Well, of course, I didn't say it like that. That's what I was thinking. I'm saying, on the phone, I'm saying, well, how does my blood flow look? How do my veins look? Is there any problems with that? And the back of my mind says, bitch, tell me about my fucking blood flow. I need to know if blood is flowing through my heart, through my veins at a normal level, or am I going to have a stroke? Am I going to have a heart attack? I'm going to die. I'm going to die. That's the two different things. One of what I'm saying and one of what I'm thinking. But it's like, I got worked up over nothing, and they got me worked up over nothing. It's like, well, my God, you couldn't tell me any of this before I went home. You couldn't tell me, it's like, hey, listen, nothing to worry about. Just, I don't know. I still have a little bit of pain. I mean, they haven't given me anything for the pain. I'm taking Tylenol and aspirin for this shit. But they haven't given me anything for the pain. It's not huge. I mean, it's a 2-3 max out of 10 when it does come. And, what am I going to do about the thing? They said dilapidus. I don't know what the hell that is, but they said there's like some holes in my intestines that like seeds and nuts can enlarge themselves in, so avoid those to kind of like maybe flush my system out. I don't know, but that's the one thing that she did tell me that I had going on. So I'm gonna avoid nuts and other stuff, I guess. Nuts and fucking nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds. So I can't have tomatoes, cucumbers, pickles, all that shit. So,
well, there goes a Big Mac out the window for you.
Yeah. So obviously I'm here talking, breathing. I'm not in the ER. I don't have the freaking hose in my nose or anything that DJ Scotty had. So I'm actually, pretty happy about that. And of course, I got my kid yelling over there because he can't go to bed quietly. Hang on one second. I'm gonna shut this door. All right. Anyway, so that was my little scare, folks, and apparently it was much to do about nothing. And I'm not one to go ahead and post drama on Facebook. I'm not over there like, please pray for me. I'm going in. I'm dying. When I'm really not dying. I honestly, I think my head just went a little bit too far and raced a little bit too far, and didn't. I panicked.
So unfortunately, you learned that D's nuts are bad for you.
Yeah, D's nuts are not so bad. Exactly. I'm very grateful to have a couple of nuts on my own. I really am, and I realize that my nuts are safe.
Well, we're glad you're okay, bud. We're glad you're okay. I'm
okay-ish. I mean, obviously, I still have to see the doctor. I still have to get my diabetes under control. I have been on no medication. I've been stealing or borrowing metformin from my in-laws because she's diabetic and she's got like an oversupply, so it's like she's been giving me some stuff. So, but I need to get myself on there. So I'm waiting to hear the blood test, because that's the one thing they haven't done, and that's probably what I'm going to find out on Monday is the blood test telling me my A1C is like 30 or something. Like, it's probably going to head to a coma. That's another thing I'm overreacting about, which I'm sure is pretty high anyway. I'm not going to doubt that, but I'm just hoping that, listen, okay, I'm going to get this big number. Just give me the pills, and let me try to see if I can work it off. And that's it. That's all I can do. So, all right, enough wasting time on my soapbox. So, had Matt Connaughton on there. Hey, guys, just saying hello before we go back on the air. Isaac saying, are you okay? Yep, I'm okay for now. Obviously, it's not over. Monday, I have to go back in. So, we'll get more information on that as it comes available. So, anyway, let's get on to something else. So, we all went ahead and heard about this missing girl over there in like the West. Both her and her fiance were going on a trip. It's made national news, and it's like literally they live 10 minutes north of me. So it's made national news, and of course the boyfriend, fiance, drove home in her car, her van, refusing to say anything. Yeah. And we're all saying like, well, this guy's fucking guilty, but now his lawyer's like saying, well, he's expressing to use his constitutional right of, staying silent, because the cops, like they say, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Well, how can, hey, I left her in Utah, she's wandering the streets alone, go find her. How can that be used against you? You didn't kill her, you just left her. I mean, people do that all the time. So why not?
Cops will find a way. So you can tell that the lawyer is talking to him like, no, shut the fuck up. Let me handle this.
Yeah. Well, Loud, what do you think? I mean, first off, number one, if you went ahead and you wanted to cover up something else, would you stay quiet, or would you go ahead and blurb, yeah, she's over in Utah, she's buried over there at lot number 5 in the trailer park?
I would do this. I ain't saying fucking shit. You want to find her? Go find her yourselves. I have nothing to do with it.
And that's if you're guilty of something, innocent, or both?
That's just basically putting the cops on a goose chase.
No, Loud, that doesn't work.
Yeah,
it does.
No, it doesn't work. You're not supposed to say shit. Whether you're innocent or guilty, you get a lawyer and you let them take care of it for you.
But if she's safe, now listen, let's make this. If she is safe and you know where she is, which I have a feeling he does, I don't think she's safe. I think she's dead. But if she's safe and you know where she is, wouldn't you say, yeah, she's over there staying at the Motel 6 for a couple of nights. She didn't want to be with me. She told me to take the car, which I don't think is the case, but she's over there. She hasn't contacted her parents in over 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The last message that was stated was no service in Wyoming, which I believe it. There's nothing there in Wyoming. Why the fuck would you even want to go there? But the other thing too is Utah police had went ahead and released a video of a cop, a body cam video of a cop pulling them over or, interrogating them because of an altercation that had happened. She's all distraught, in tears, and he's over there driving. So something had to go on. They said there was an argument. I think she slapped him or something of that nature. But, something went on. There was an argument. They separated the two. The cops took her someplace safe, and he went on, and that was the last of it that we know of. And that was like, I think they said August 12th, almost over a month ago. So it's like, where are the cops in this? To me, honestly, who's the car registered under? Oh, it's you? Okay, you take the car. Have a nice day. We're going to hold your boyfriend. I don't know if they can even legally do this, but they're separated. You go one way, you go the other way. Just to go ahead and keep her safe, because somebody alerted the cops. There's an innocent bystander that alerted the cops that there was an altercation between these two. So that right there shows something went down. Somebody went ahead and fucking murdered somebody, and I know what you did last summer type plot. And that's what I'm thinking happened, and I think that's why he's being quiet. Because if she was safe, why not tell her where she is? Well, why not tell the family where she is?
Yet again, if she was safe, yeah, I would see that he needs to start singing like a canary, because the family would like to put some closure to this to see if she's still alive, see if she's safe, and bring her home.
Right. And the other thing,
abandoned her too.
Yeah. And the thing on top of that is, listen, I understand there's no service in Wyoming. What, you couldn't find a phone? Listen, I know it's a big dead zone in there anyway, but I'm sure you guys aren't that far away from civilization to where you can go to a gas station. I need to call my parents. Please, can I borrow your phone? You would think some communication over the last month would have happened if she was safe.
There is that, and I don't want to be just projecting myself onto the situation. However, if I was in that situation, if I was lost without a phone and I walked over to civilization and then I managed to find a phone, I wouldn't know what phone number to dial. Besides 911, I mean, there's that, but I wouldn't know the phone numbers of anybody that's close to me.
But the thing is, she had a cell phone. Now, I get it, no service. But just because you don't have any service doesn't mean you can't pull up your address book.
And your cell phone could have died, too.
I'm sure there could have been a charger at the nearest gas station. Somebody has a cell phone. Somebody could have done it. I'm just saying, you're right. Your cell phone definitely could have died. She probably didn't have a charger. This is a Samsung Galaxy. Not many people have Galaxies. I know. Everybody's Apple. Fuck Apple. But anyway, this is a Samsung Galaxy. This uses a USB-C charger. There are a lot of USB-C chargers out there. A lot of them. Even if you go to the store, you have no money. I'm lost. I need help. Can I use this charger for just 5 minutes to load up my phone so I can get a phone number and call my parents? I'm just saying, there is always a way, unless you are in the middle of a desert, which God forbid is probably the case. If you're in the middle of a desert, that is the only way this cannot happen. There's got to be a way for civilization. There's got to be a way to reach out to your folks. There's got to be a way to reach out to some help. And this story's breaking national. And nobody knows where the fuck she is. Mm-hmm. So, already, the reason why the fucking dude, I'm going to call him a prick. The reason why this prick ain't saying a word is because he's guilty because he fucking murdered her. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to say, oh, well, you're projecting, Charles. Yeah, I'm projecting. I'm putting myself out there because no right person would come home in her car, by the way. This is her van. Mm-hmm. No right person would come home in her van and say, yeah, she's not with me. And they say, well, where is she? No comment. I'm sorry. There's no right person. There is red flags all over the place. There's more red flags there than Confederate flags in the United States. It's just that simple.
I mean, I'm with you that he's guilty of something. I just don't know what yet. That's really it.
I'll throw it out there. Murder. He murdered her. Mm-hmm. He murdered her, buried the body, and it's like, okay, you guys have fun finding her. I'm going to go ahead and sit here with this van, which I'm assuming they impounded. They confiscated because it's not his fucking van. Mm-hmm. So they probably went ahead and confiscated it. But he's home. His family is also saying, no comment. Like, what decent fucking human being is that? Listen, I get it. You don't want to talk to the cops because, well, we could have our words. Why don't you fucking call the family? Or go meet with the family. Well, you think they're going to be wired? They're going to be tapped? Their phone's going to be tapped? Meet them face to face in a pool. Okay, go to a public pool, dip in that way. If there is any wires, it's going to be. I'm just saying. Just tell him where the fuck the girl is.
Hey, you guys want to do a pool party so I can tell you where your daughter is?
Come over. Let's come for a dip, skinny dip style. That way you can see there's no wires on me. Go in there, make sure that the house, the house may be tapped too. Fuck, I forgot about that. But they can't use that in a court of law unless they tell them. I think, right? They have to, in order to record your voice, you have to know you're being recorded.
I don't think so.
No.
But when they bring it into the court of law, they have to say that they got a subpoena for it. That way they can tap you.
Oh, but I guarantee you, his phone, he's already been made a person of interest. He's already been made a person of interest. Even though they got nothing on him, he's a person of interest. So they're working around, tapping, and, finding out his every whereabouts. FBI knows where the fuck he is at all times. I'm sorry. And she's pretty too. She's pretty. She's a hot young thing, and it's sad. Another one bites the dust. I feel really bad for the family. I really do.
Well, if people want some, I'm not a big fan of this, but we're just going to throw it out there anyway. Torture the motherfucker.
Yeah.
So what DJ Loud is getting into, DJ Loud is getting into is exactly why I'm touching this whole topic the way that I am. In that I don't want to make assumptions because, maybe I'm not going to do anything about it to him.
Right.
There are going to be people who will want to kill this guy because they believe that he murdered her.
Oh yeah.
You have to let the courts actually. You have to let the
legal system
run its course so that we can actually find out what was going on. If somebody goes up and kills a guy, then we're fucked on knowing what happened exactly.
Yeah. The thing is, okay, I'm making assumptions. I know you guys are being, kind of coy with this, which is fine. I respect that. But me, I'm one to be very opinionated. The number one thing is why. I'm going to assume she's dead, and I'm going to assume he did it. Why would you do that to a social media influencer? Number one, and number two, your fiance. Listen, you guys had arguments. You guys had the only thing I can think of is, again, this is going to be way out there. But then again, I don't know her, and there was some mental issues with her, apparently, according to what the family said or what was portrayed. Did she try to kill him? See, that's what's really crazy, but it's also to the point of, you mean to tell me this little 5'5", 115-pound girl, you can't, you couldn't take control of the situation? Calm her down?
No, because if any kind of violence happens and she looks hurt in any way, then the justice system is going to fuck him over.
So basically,
here's the deal:
profiling, right?
I actually am a victim of rape.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Right, and it happened because she forced herself on me, and I didn't do anything to her physically to make her stop, because if I accidentally hurt her, then she could use that against me legally.
Wow, yeah, that puts you in an awkward position.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying it's like, well, first off, was she good looking? I'm just
she
saying.
Was hot, but she was batshit crazy.
Well, I'm just saying, sometimes crazy sex is the best sex. I'm just saying. I mean, the thing is, I apologize, Dirk, because listen, I know it was mental trauma for you, and it's something.
This was 11 years ago. It's okay.
But I'm just saying, seriously, and this is probably for everybody out there. I'm over here thinking, it's like, why would a guy get raped? I'm thinking, sex with me? Have your way with me. Just go to town. Get however much time you need. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. I don't consider that. Now, again, however the case with you, I'm not going to speculate on that one, because that's, that hits home. But okay, so you bring a point. So it's like, if you're going to go ahead and get into a struggle, and this guy thinks that, okay, if I leave any marks on her, I'm screwed. I'm going to get locked up and go to baby jail. I see. I don't. there's got to be a way. And I don't think he had the brains to do this, to think of that. I don't think he had the brains to think, well, if I don't leave a mark, think courts, like you're thinking, court system, justice system, legal system. I can't leave marks. I'm thinking, stay away from me, bitch. Stay away from me. Okay, it's over.
Yeah.
Let's just, here, take your van, go home. Go home. I'll find a flight somewhere. I'll walk. I'll hitchhike. If you're a decent human being and you're having that problems with with your significant other, which by the way, just the thought of traveling and camping around just brings horror movies in place that could come to life. And I think this is one of them. I'm going to travel and camp around in unknown places. I'm thinking, that's all I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's just going to be another horror movie that's going to project in real life. And I think that's what happened here.
Did you ever watch the horror movie VHS?
Like a VHS tape or?
No. So it's a collection of short stories that are, it's like a collection of short horror movies.
I have not.
In one. And like these kids break into a house and they find all these VHS tapes of different stories, and it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be found footage style.
Okay,
but in one of the stories, it has a couple that is on vacation and they're going from location to location, and in one of the locations they're staying at a hotel, and the wife just stabs him right in the neck and kills him. And then it's revealed that she killed the husband so that she and her lesbian lover could be together.
Do you think, and this is for both of you gentlemen, do you think at all, with knowing now what was going on with the cop, the cop cam and everything of that nature, and that she did have a little bit of mental issues, do you think this is a matter of self-defense? Again, not speculating, but do you think do you think that could be?
I would be surprised if it was a matter of like self-defense on the guy's end.
Okay. That's why I kind of have a feeling. I had a feeling. Because and Lau, do you feel the same way, or do you have a different opinion?
Well, we obviously know something went wrong. We know that, I don't know if the police cam came out yet, the footage of it, but we know that something happened. We just want someone to come forward and say what the hell actually happened so we can start putting an end to this.
Yeah, I agree. I think something definitely happened. And like I said, they had just revealed a couple of days ago that the footage, the body cam footage of the cop talking to both the man and female in her van, because she was distraught, she was crying, she couldn't get a normal sentence out without wiping her face with tears. It just sounds like something happened to the point where this was going to end very badly for one of the two. And I'm thankful that the cops showed up, but I guess they maybe did not do enough. I don't know. So,
depending on the phone that she has, like the phone could actually be tracked to find her.
Yeah, they were talking about that too. As a matter of fact, the deputy chief of the Northport Police Department, which is one that's heading up the case because that's where these two people lived, right up here north of us. They're saying one of the questions was about the cell phone and being tracked and everything like that. And the chief, I guess, in a really just diplomatic way, just says, we don't have any information about that. We're working on a lot of different issues, a lot of different questions, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, so he gave nothing. Just typical cop move, wanting to make sure everything stays flat until there's actually some hard concrete evidence. Don't want to give too much away. But yet, you got two families. Well, excuse me, fuck that. You got one family who's missing a daughter, who's hasn't had any communication with this daughter in 3 weeks after post on video on YouTube, Instagram, which I went on her Instagram, by the way. Last post I think was like the 14th or 15th of August. And, they looked happy. They were camping again in the middle of nowhere, cue up the horror movie music. And just, everything looked good. Everything looked great. But yeah, it's like she was posting every day. When you go ahead and post every day, you call every day, you send text every day. I don't care if there's bad reception or good reception. You're going to find a way to, there's going to be a way to get in contact with somebody, at least once in the last 3 weeks, somewhere.
Yeah.
So the fact that she hasn't made any communication it just raises too many red flags. The boyfriend and the family, which I can't believe the family's backing it up unless they love this guy so much that, well, we don't want to see you go to prison even though you fucked up and you killed somebody. I don't know, because he's blabbed. He's blabbed to his family. It's like, listen, she's buried over there in underneath the trailer park right over there next to out of Wyoming, and I did leave some flowers there and everything like that. And worst case scenario is like I cremated her and just spread her ashes across into the Salt Lake. That way it makes it extra salty. It's kind of sick like that. It's just, I really hope that this guy grows a pair of balls and fucks and just says fuck it to the legal system and this whole, I'm going to get my words thrown against me. Just close this fucking case and tell them what you did. Just come out of it and just do it, because guess what? You're going to be followed. Your life is going to be miserable. Even though they have nothing against you, you really think that you're going to go ahead and live a normal life? You really think that? So instead of going ahead and just hiding, go ahead.
My mic on?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't sound like it.
It is now.
Look at Casey Anthony. She's back to living a normal life.
I'm trying to give these people
I'm just saying
reason to go ahead and say, listen, we got to go after this son of a bitch. We got to go after this son of a bitch. And Casey Anthony was proven guilty, wasn't it? Or she was innocent?
She was found innocent, but she did it.
Yeah, like OJ did,
Yeah, exactly. Just like OJ.
813-699-5. I just lost all hope now. Forgot it. 813-699-5353. Jump on there.
But Casey Anthony was here in Florida, too. So, there you go.
Ooh. Wait a second. 54 minutes ago, police entered Brian Lardine's home. Police have entered Brian's home as an investigation into Gabby Petito. Disappearance continues. He has been named a person of interest in the case after return home from a cross-country trip. So they have actually gone into his home. I don't know what it's. This is actually a live feed going on. There's 42,000 people watching on WFLA Channel 8 in Tampa right now. That is crazy. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can get some audio.
For so many. Angela Gianna here. I'm glad that you brought this one up here, Angela, because this is something I referenced earlier on in this stream.
This is a live Facebook video going on right now.
Hashtag AJB. Did they have a warrant? Did the family volunteer to speak with them? Let's rewind here. We're going to go to the Northport Police Twitter feed. They said 43 minutes ago, Northport Police are currently speaking with the Laundrie family at their request. At this time, we are not speaking with Brian. More details when available. So, did the family, let's start with the second part of this question first from Angela. Did the family volunteer to speak with them? The family requested to speak. But Brian's not talking to investigators. Why, you see the big bold words here at the bottom of your screen. Breaking. Police enter Brian Long.
Okay. So right there, as we are talking, as this is going on, we're actually getting that. Let me see if I can share.
Warrant for. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, you just mentioned. Let me see if I could. Let me see if I can share the screen. This is actually on my other computer. Let me hold on a second.
Okay.
WFLA Tampa Bay.
So either they got a warrant for his arrest, or he was dumb enough to say, "Okay, yeah, come on in."
And again, I don't think it's that. Damn it! I don't think it's that though. To be honest with you. Northport breaking. Come on, hurry up.
The family requested to speak. But Brian's not talking to investigators. Why, you see the big bold words here at the bottom of your screen. Breaking.
This obviously is a little bit behind, but here it is on video right here.
That I can do.
This is what's going on.
Let's try here for a moment. no, there's nothing that I'm going to be able to do here to make this feed any better. It's just too dark. I could brighten it up if we could see some of it, and we can see an out. Oh, there's some lights. Those are some news crews. And let's go to the other camera feed here.
Hey, Liz, can you hear me? I can hear you. Liz,
that's
Mike,
Nico Clemens.
Liz.
That's Nico Clemens getting ready with our producer Liz Hall for the 8 o'clock newscast on WTTA. And there we have now, as I mentioned earlier, news crews going into their vans, getting their lights here. And if you're looking outside from inside the laundry household now you're just going to see light. A lot of LED lights that are being set up on stands here, pointed at the laundry household here.
Oh yeah, this is huge.
Angela, thanks a lot for your comment. I'll be looking for more #HeyJB comments here in the Facebook Live comment section.
And I think that's. This is happening live right now.
There is a sizable amount of. We talked about this earlier. Have you been on TikTok? Have you been on Reddit? It's a rabbit hole of conspiracy theories and unsubstantiated claims. Yep. And a lot of
right
them,
here too.
And I know that there are a lot of folks here that are #HeyJB trying to get my attention, so I would animate the comment on screen to throw up a conspiracy theory of some kind, a claim of some kind, and we're just not going to do it because, again, we're trying to stay rooted in reality here. We have a responsibility to our viewers to stay rooted in reality, and while there might be some online sleuths who have found something very, very interesting, again, we are going to be relying on law enforcement agencies and, of course, all of the credible outlets that we of course, rely on in massive news stories or from stories small to big. That's how it works. So let's go back here live, show you, again, this is the most that we can see here. I'll look for some more #HeyJB comments here, but again, as a reminder, we're not going to be sharing any.
Okay, so I'm actually going to go ahead and just mute it right there, but I'm going to keep it going. Looks like cops. Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on a second. Now they're. Looks like cops are exiting. They're exiting the home right now. I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of people out there, basically, kind of like almost like a candlelight vigil. They're over there, like they're ready to riot. Yeah.
You good?
Wow.
Oh, no, you're good. The cameraman almost hit her in the face.
Some of the chatter here amongst our news crews here. Listen, this is a chaotic scene, and again, I spoke to some experience earlier covering events like this. Or there are some terms they use to describe when there's this many camera crews outside of one very small location. It can get very much elbow to elbow, and our crews here are working very hard to provide us with the images that you're seeing here. They're doing their job. So a big shout out to our crews in the field here that are doing everything they can to stay in position here and provide us with a shot of value here as far as being able to see something that is lit.
It literally it's like a mob, like ready for a freaking concert to go on.
Look at that.
Okay, now they're going to go ahead and get the big bright lights now.
Again, just waiting for more activity here outside of the laundry home. There's 8 on your sides. Nico. Oh, okay, we just had somebody go in. There. Okay, that is an officer going into the home with brown paper bags.
What's that mean?
Evidence bags, maybe?
What appeared to be brown paper bags. And this is not the first time that we have heard a report of them going into the house with brown paper bags. And the reason why that is significant here, folks, is that investigators will bring in brown paper bags a lot to collect evidence. So just another little piece, another clue here as we're trying to decipher what's going on inside of the house. We don't know what is going on inside of the house right now, but that's the second time that that officers have been seen going into the front door of this house with paper bags.
Has nothing to do with paper bags. They're trying to collect donuts.
At this stage in the investigation here. We're going to get to besides Nico Clemens here in just a moment.
They probably put it in a plastic bag,
really quickly
but then they put it in a paper bag so that when they walk out of the house, that the news people aren't speculating at what it is. And
of course, exactly. So I'm over here thinking it's like alcohol and stuff like that. You know, we got the brown paper bags. That's what they do at the stores.
Just a way to conceal it so that news crews can't tell what they have.
Dirk, what do you think, man? The cops are finally entering. Do you think they're spilling their guts?
We found the head of the victim. Get the bag.
That's wrong, Dirk. Come on.
A lot of
I don't know what to make of this yet.
Connections.
I'm excited to see what's going on. I want to see something happen from the crowd too, which is a little bit morbid of me to say.
You want to see a fight go on, right? Don't you? You want to see like a WrestleMania fight.
I like it when a happening happens, and I'm waiting for that to happen right now. But I'm kind of excited to see what the police found in the house.
Well, whatever it is, it's coming out with small paper bags that no bigger than the size of holding a real tall beer can. It's not that big. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm thinking is cell phone. I'm thinking a weapon. Something, man.
Clothing.
Something. Let's keep listening in. If we're getting too boring, Dirk, or loud, let me know, man, okay? Because this again, this is interest in regards to my local area down here in Florida. Looks like the cameraman's fighting off people.
Oh.
I don't know if that's
Folks,
true or
we're
not.
standing by here for a live report by 8 on Your Side's Nico Clemens. It's at the top of our 8 o'clock newscast on WTTA Great 38. For our audience here in the Tampa Bay area, find WTTA Great 38 in your local listings.
Now,
and
keep in mind,
our 8 o'clock newscast with team coverage on
this is a Tampa Bay feed.
Laundry's home.
Tampa Bay feed is about an hour and 15 minutes away from where this is at.
The parents of Brian Laundrie, they wanted to speak with officers, so that's why they're here. They're not speaking with Brian. They're speaking with Brian's parents. But you can hear in the background, dozens of people here in the Northport community have made their way to the Laundrie household. They're demanding Brian Laundrie to come out, speak, tell officers what he knows about Gabby's location. We know Brian Laundrie got back to Northport on the 1st. Gabby's mother filed that missing persons report all the way from New York on the 11th. So tomorrow will make a week since Gabby's mother made that missing persons report. But again, we're still waiting to get more information from police. They did tweet a while ago. They're here because the parents wanted to speak with them. That's all we know right now. We did learn today that officers do not have Gabby's cell phone. That's what a spokesman with the Northport Police Department told us earlier today. Does not have Gabby's cell phone. So that on top of Brian not speaking with law enforcement officers, it's making it very difficult for officers to find Gabby. We know they were last out west in the Wyoming area, Yellowstone National Park, Grand Teton. They've posted on their social media pages this week pictures of Gabby. But back here at the home again, officers have spent the last hour and a half inside. They're carrying in and out or inside brown bags. They've carried several brown bags inside the home. So we're not sure what they're looking for, what they're searching for, if they're going to collect anything. But again, they're here speaking with the parents. We know the parents are inside. We know people have been at the home the last several days waiting to see if anyone would come out. We now know people are inside the home. They're not speaking with Brian. Again, they're speaking with the parents. So, of course, we're staying on top of this story. We are going to stay here all night. Allison Henning is here as well, our Sarasota County Bureau reporter. And so, of course, we'll bring you the latest once we get that information. Josh and Jen, back to you all.
Okay, so no cell phone. So we can rule that out. What else do you think it is? Because they're saying a lot of brown bags have been coming in, but...
Well, I mean, there could be clothing. There could be...
These brown bags are small, though.
Yeah.
Like jewelry or something like that, or...
Could be knives, though. Could be handguns.
Yeah. Andy's been trying to call the show. What's going on here?
He says it rings twice and then just hangs up.
Really? Let me try here. Hold on.
Because he sent me a message on Facebook to let you know.
Oh, okay. It never popped up. I apologize.
Okay, you want me to tell him to call again?
Yeah, tell him try to call again. Tell him I apologize. It's actually staying up longer than 2 rings, but yeah, try again. It's working on my end. Yeah, try to call again. Let me get back there because it looks like they're taking questions.
Mommy and Daddy can't save you now. You better come on out and tell us where she is.
Oh my God! You hear this shit?
We deserve answers.
There's this one bitch out there with a megaphone.
With your child, you would want answers.
Sound like we're at a lynching.
What happened to her?
I'm really waiting for them to start bleeping out some shit.
You guys are just as guilty as your son, and I hope that you right now.
Good? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I didn't mean to
Oh, they cut out the feed.
You know she's not helping a goddamn thing either.
No, she's not.
All right, hey there, folks. JB Buno here with you live on WFLA Now. Don't go anywhere. Oh, they're okay. So I thought again, eyes playing tricks on me, and apologies. I thought that we lost our feed there, and well, it's not.
Oh,
really
you know their ass shut it down.
Very
JB,
closely,
stop
turn up
being.
the brightness on your iPhone. You'll be able to see that there's an outline of a palm tree there. Our crews have been out there for an extended period of time here. So we're making some moves here, swapping batteries, just making sure that we can stay on this here for you. And we do have several different feeds to go here. But, okay, so photographer getting a little bit of a rest, pointing up at the sky here. And now, okay. Correctly pointed.
Let me go ahead and
we'll try to
I'm going to mute
more.
this. We got Andy. Andy, what's up, man?
What's going on, fellas?
How you doing?
I'm blessed by the best and praying for the rest.
There we go. Thank you very much for calling in. Sorry about the technical difficulties. The testicle difficulties, as Scotty would say.
When you're in the business as well.
So what's up? What's on your mind?
I was talking about the ditto and laundry case thing going on.
Yeah, so have you heard about it? It's made national news. Have you heard about it? You know what's going on?
Just from what you were playing a few minutes ago, and I've read a couple posts on Facebook today.
So basically, Gabby, who is a social media influencer, I mean, she's got Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I mean, she's got over 14,000 followers. I think actually more than that. I take it back.
DJ Scotty, then.
Yeah, she's much bigger than DJ Scotty. Yeah, I think she's more than 14,000 or something like that. But she and her fiance, Brian, the one that they're at their home right now, went on a cross-country road trip. And about a month ago, Gabby stopped communicating with her family. And she was doing communications almost every day. The last text that was done was about a month ago that says, in Wyoming, no service. Nothing since then. The boyfriend, Brian, showed up, came back home in her van and has kept quiet, and the family has kept quiet, not talking to anybody. Now, the thing is, this van is her property, Gabby's property. So that's not Brian's van. There was a body cam footage in Utah of the couple with an altercation in the white van. Gabby was distressed, crying, wiping her, couldn't make a full sentence. It has come to reports that she does have some mental issues. And obviously that's the last footage that we've seen of them. Is there obviously some type of dispute going on between Brian and Gabby. And this is the result of it now. Now this is literally breaking. Before they weren't speaking, they weren't saying shit. Now we got the cops at his home at the request of the parents. They just mentioned they're talking to the parents of Brian, not Brian himself. And it's just crazy.
Well, my point of view of it is, we know he's guilty, or he wouldn't have got him a lawyer as soon as he got home.
That's my belief. Again, a lot of people, and including Channel 8, that we're actually rebroadcasting on Facebook. This is through Facebook. This is not through WFLA TV. This is through Facebook. We're actually broadcasting on them, and they're also... There are a lot of people are trying to chime in on Facebook, trying to get JB to answer some of their questions, and some of them are conspiracy theories or their own things that they think happen. And what he's trying to do is deflect them, not get into it, because they do have to remain grounded. Because just look, they got 40,000 people watching right now of what's going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Take consideration, they had an altercation. He was the last one seen, and a few days later, he showed up at home by himself.
Thank you.
That's common sense.
Yeah. And FBI is already...
He dumped her off in the desert somewhere out there in Utah, in the woods somewhere.
Yeah, that's the scary part. I think you may be right on that. And I think that's one of my beliefs, too.
It's given. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Well, they can't legally do anything because they don't have any evidence. Now with the cops coming in with these brown bags, they're not coming out with beers or cans of beer. They're coming out with stuff from Gabby. They're coming out with stuff that could lead to where she is or her final resting place. That's. And I'm hoping it's where she is and not where she was killed. That's my hope.
Right.
So, all right. You wanted to make sure you got caught up, okay? Andy? I think I lost him.
There you are.
Oh, there you go.
There you are.
All right. So you all caught up?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm pretty much caught up. The man is pleading fifth, so therefore legally we can't do that because that's our constitutional right.
Yeah, exactly.
He's guilty. That's why he's pleading fifth.
Yeah, he's a smart little prick. That's for sure. So it's not going to be easy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you can't use common sense with this kind of stuff, though.
No, you can't.
Yes, frankly, common sense
that can be held against in the court of law.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good weekend, and we might see you on Monday or Tuesday morning, depending on DJ Scotty.
Sounds good, Andy. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. God bless y'all.
All right. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Andy, he's been helping out with the morning show. DJ Scotty was back in full force this morning, though, so he made his triumphant return Friday morning on Just for Fun Radio, so we're very happy to have DJ Scotty back. Again, Charles, DJ Loud, Papa Dirk Don from Arrogant Media, he's joining us today. Big breaking news in regards to all this, so I know it may be boring for some people, but down here, a big national story was going on in regards to Gabby Petitro and her boyfriend Brian. They went on a cross-country road trip. She has been missing for over a month. Brian returns home in Gabby's car on the 1st of September. Refuses to speak to local authorities to find and to tell any information on where Gabby is. And now we got this going on. Finally, the parents of Brian has finally went ahead and said, we want to talk to the police. And here we go. Cops out there in masks.
Here that noted that here a short time ago. Again, use hashtag HeyJB, and we can feature your comments here on screen. I'll look for some more comments starting now here in our Facebook Live, Twitter, and YouTube comment sections here. I'll be starting to look for them here now.
Tony, if I had 40,000 views, believe me.
Let's listen in here outside of that.
Oh, yeah. Do you mind if I step back for a moment? I'll be right back for you guys.
Okay, so, again, there's literally a gang of people out there, and they've made Chance tell the truth. Some people say, y'all guilty as hell, I hope you rot in hell. Or it's just been, it's stuff you would hear at a wrestling event, except more threatening. And it was to the point where I'm over here thinking they're going to cut the feed because of all the language. They're going to cut the feed. But there haven't been any, now some people can't hold the camera straight.
Exactly.
Hold the goddamn camera straight, you morons.
Use a tripod, you dickheads.
I think this is tape records. Where is Gabby? Hey, let me ask you guys, Loud, Dirk, how much do you think is pressure from the neighborhood doing this? Probably every night.
Probably. You know what? I would not be surprised if the parents decided to talk to the police just because of this.
But you know it ain't going to happen. It's not going to go away. It's too late. They should have just went ahead and just fucking did it. They should have just told him. Oh, now they're trying to peek in the window? What the fuck, you pervs? I mean, come on now. So anyway, this is a live feed from WFLA. It's a news. It's a channel 8 in Tampa. This is on Facebook, so you can't fucking get me on this.
Folks, as we continue to monitor all the developments here outside of the home, there hasn't been much in the last 20 minutes or so here. The last that was significant was probably about 20 or so minutes ago when we had an officer enter the home with what appeared to be a brown paper bag in their hand. And again, that's usually to collect something as far as law enforcement, but we don't know what is going on inside of the house. We don't even know if Brian's in the house, but more on that here in just a second. As we've been talking about, we can animate comments on screen here using the hashtags that we have. Normally we have a lot of folks here joining us, like Justin Shecker, Masa Saidi, Walt Buteau, a lot of folks that are here all around your screen. And we're usually in a quad box format here where we can all take turns answering your questions. It's Friday night. A lot of crews home with their family here, other than our crews, of course, that are obviously here in the field. So the only hashtag that we have here is hashtag HJB, and I'll feature some of the comments that we've received here in the last several minutes. Helen here, hashtag HJB. Could the parents be charged if they know something and not say anything?
Yeah,
and I think that
called
is
abetting.
within the realm of possible here. But that's secondary, completely secondary to whether or not, first and foremost, Brian Laundrie is going to be charged with a crime. And we don't, at this time, he's a person of interest, and there are no grounds to arrest him for any crime. Yeah. Let's keep that in mind. Innocent until proven guilty. Folks don't want to hear it. There are people in our comment section that don't want to hear that fact, that foundational fact here for the law and how the law works in this country. But that's the fact. Innocent until proven guilty. And while the optics here with Brian remaining silent, they're poor. They're really nightmarishly poor here. Let's keep in mind, innocent until proven guilty here. Let's get to Kyra's comment here. Hashtag HJB. Is it possible they arrest the parents? The other cop mentioned handcuffs. Arresting the parents before arresting Brian would be...
That's unlikely.
I would need some legal expert here to charge.
You see how you take a look
and
you see how nervous he is because
now
this is stuff that he has to as a media person on a very powerful network. Oh, hang on.
Understands the purpose, the chance, all that, but we ask for you guys to please be calm, okay? And respect the neighborhood, okay? But it's not helping what you're doing. You being here, we understand that. But the yelling, the profanities that were earlier, I'm not saying they are now, is not helping. So I just ask you, please, just to have respect for the neighborhood. We understand why you're here, and our officers have been very lenient in working with you all.
Please, this shit.
I can't speak to that, but I'm here for you guys just to try to keep this calm and peaceful. All right, my officers we're here with you guys.
We're being peaceful. We just want answers.
Thank you with the bullhorn. Thank you. I ask you, please keep it down.
Is Brian dirty laundry in the house or not?
I thought we were good. Okay, we can talk over there.
I can't scream, so I'm asking a personal question.
So I ask you, please, again, on behalf of Chief Garrison, please respect the peace, okay? You guys can be here, but please respect that.
There's no peace until Gabby's found.
I just see arrests coming left and right.
Where's Gabby's respect?
I wonder how many handcuffs they brought because I see a lot of people going to jail.
Next comment.
Fucking morons.
And kiss the gift from hashtag HJB.
You know what?
I'm the only one that thinks calling names and disrupting.
I'm over here. It's like somebody said fucking morons. I thought JP said that.
No, that was me.
Finding Gabby and knowing Gabby's whereabouts is the number one priority right now. That there's a right way to go about things. There's a wrong way to go about things. But at this point, I don't think anything is going to hush this crowd.
No.
Next step is we're blocking the roadway. Get him outside.
It could get a lot worse from here.
You know what? And that's bona fide redneck. I'm telling you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's bona fide white trash. Telling the cops, it's going to get worse from here. Yeah, for you.
I'll say this. The people have been arrested for less. And so I think that you heard the officer there.
This is fucking great. This really is fucking great.
I can't think of many news stories where a crowd of people were on the front lawn. Remember, when we started this stream, we had the picture of the entire crowd on the front lawn, and then it was the officer that pushed them back and pushed them back. I don't know if I've ever seen.
So just to let you know, this has been going on. This feed started an hour ago. Now, obviously, we've just picked up on it about the last 20 minutes or so. So there is stuff that had gone on before that we have not caught up on. And apparently, I guess they flooded the fucking lawn. So
seeing traffic in this roadway, and folks, I'm just
like the cops are just going to have to tell them go be stupid somewhere else.
In fact, where is the comment here, just so that I can prove to you that that this is the. Well, we've had a lot of people asking without the hashtag, is this legal? Is this demonstration legal? Herbert Bryant, hashtag AJB, I think the police should try to keep the crowd outside the home quiet. Yeah, and not just for, well, it's really for the neighbors
you
here. The neighbors here, we have heard from neighbors here in this area. They are extremely upset that this is happening in their community, in their home. Just imagine if this was happening where you live. Imagine if it was happening just down the street, or worse, in the home right next to yours. And this has been reality for you the last several days. People just are outside of your home at all hours.
Let me ask you a question, guys. Do you see like riot squad type activity may come over here in this area?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, if they're going to be this unruly, and if they're going to cause, a scene, and I mean, you might as well just go ahead and get the pepper spray, get the shield, start tapping on the fucking sticks, and just go after them. I mean, I'm hearing these fucking idiots talk back to the cops, like say, listen, we know why you're here. We know why you're here, and we understand that, but you just got to keep it down because the neighbors, listen, the fucking neighbors, and they're over here saying, it's going to get a lot worse. Where's Gabby's respect? Blah, 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 blah. What the fuck do you think they're trying to do, asshole?
Well, let me put some comedy to this.
Please.
To lighten it up a little bit. If I was the neighbor next door to this, I have a radio station. I have a bunch of music. I'd be blaring my shit just to drown this crap out.
Yeah.
Until they shut up, my shit ain't going down.
Well, you know something? I think you just be fueling the fire. That's the thing. That's all
you just create a loudness war. And you're going to lose. Charles, do you mind if I step away for just a moment? I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hashtag AJB, could they just have been getting stuff out of the car for the family so that they didn't have to go outside? Kyle, yes. This is a very astute comment here from one of our commenters, one of our viewers here on WFLA Now. The family might have requested to get something, to retrieve an item from their vehicle, the Ford Silver Mustang there, the convertible there in the driveway, and they didn't feel safe going outside. They didn't want to be photographed by the media or of course, on a live stream by all the folks that are out here. So maybe they requested and gave the keys to officers and said, would you please retrieve ABC item from the vehicle? So Kyle, that's a great comment here, and we don't know what's going on inside of the house right now.
What we do know is going on is
Ashley
outside of the
Crocker,
house.
Hashtag AJB. No matter what happened, I hope her family is able to get her belongings out of the house, hoping for a safe return. As are we all, hoping for a safe return. And we don't know, and I want to make this clear for Ashley's comment, while Ashley's comment is up here on screen, we don't know if anything is being collected inside of the home, and we don't know if whether something is being collected, either if that's something connected to the Laundry family or if that's a belonging of Gabby Petito. Remember, Gabby Petito is said to have lived in this home for an extended period of time. These two were engaged to be married. And people have commented at me and asked me if that's out of the ordinary to live at your fiance's house with their parent, with your future mother and father-in-law.
They're 22, 23. Let me read them. 22, 23 years old. They obviously either have not gotten on their feet, and obviously Brian was still living with his parents. Yeah, I would say yeah. I mean, especially if the parents supported this, which makes it even more odd that they're not coming forward until now. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it's not out of the question to go ahead and say that they're living at, Brian's family's house for the time being until they got married. So
something's very, very.
We have a crew here that's kind of moving down the street.
Oh, what's going on here?
The touchscreen here, and we can see that we are moving down the street here. But you know what? I think that they're just returning to their vehicle to get ready for the 11 o'clock news here on WFLA. Let's listen in here for a moment. And
this is the 11 o'clock news.
Continuous shouting going on here, any noise, or whether the folks that have gathered here outside of the home, have they listened to officers and cooperate with officers in being quiet?
This is the type of stuff that you fucking see, Fox News or CNN breaking news on this. Which I'm surprised
I'm pretty sure it's on all the other broadcasts.
Not going anywhere. Get your butt outside.
Yeah, we're vacation.
We are not going anywhere until you are in handcuffs.
Well, they're going to be waiting out there a while.
There's people we know what the plan is. That's all.
They don't know how any of this shit works.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, this is not how it works. This is not how any of this shit works. I mean, come on now.
Let the cops do their job.
No, they don't want to do that because they're the cops. Remember, they're talking back to the cops. You're not the law. We tell you what the law is.
Let's go to a camera shot here showing the crowd.
Yeah, let's show these rednecks. We're not going anywhere till you fuckers put him in handcuffs. I'm missing my bonfire because of this shit.
Yeah. I'm fucking hungry. Somebody better order a pizza.
Anybody got some figs feet?
No, they're calling Domino's and have it delivered to the mob outside of.
Yes. They got the Domino's hotspot. It's like delivered to mob outside Brian Lundry's house.
Look at those fucking dopes.
I am honestly surprised not everybody is out on their driveway like
back here
barbecuing.
with you live, folks, on WFLA Now. JB Buno here with you. Let's kind of reset with where we are. As a reminder, the very latest for you is on WFLA.com, the WFLA app, the latest in the search for Gabby Petito. There we have a hub for all of our articles connecting everything that we know now with Gabby Petito's disappearance. So while we have an opportunity here, we'll go back to the live coverage here in just a
All right. So it's a big story, and I know we're cutting away a lot of this programming, a lot of this show is happening because of what's going on. So Billy messaged me, is that Jessica Luther Rummel that you're playing? No. So there's a live video going on at WFLA in regards to the Gary Petito case. Gabby has went with her fiance cross country. She's been reported missing. It's made national news. She's been missing for over a month. Oh, wait a minute. We have a bitch on file right now. She wants to talk.
Just hope that somebody would do the same for me.
Justice!
I hope that strangers, neighbors, the community would come together. If it was me in my situation,
I want my money and I want it now.
Forward, and even if it was an accident or anything, really. I mean,
Gabby lives matter.
So for him not to say anything is just heart-wrenching for me, because as a mother of two boys, if something happened to either one of my boys, I certainly hope that whoever last seen them, which was Brian Laundrie, would say something.
Brian Dirty Laundrie.
Least, it was an accident or whatever, and something happened. We got into an argument, whatever. But he's not saying anything, and so that's why I'm here. We're gonna harass him until he comes out, and I'm okay with that.
You heard that, folks. They're going to harass.
What does that show you? See all these.
What a stupid bitch
to speak and say something. What does that show you? What does that tell you?
Yeah, honestly, we were here when it kind of first started, so we kind of saw the police come in and everything else. So it was exciting to see that more and more and more people were coming, and everyone was.
This thing's been hovering between 38 to 42,000 viewers. Just letting you know how big this is. This is a national headline news that's been it's been reported on over the time. Okay. Billy sent me a clip that I got to play as soon as we take a break.
I saw...
which we may not even take a break.
Some paper bags, so maybe it's to collect something. Initially, I thought it was
maybe to collect something. I don't know.
Howard and wouldn't come out with his face. But
we want to see his face. We want to throw rocks at him.
J-E-N-N or J-E-N?
J-E-N-N. Two N's.
Thank you so much.
Nascimento. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, fist bump. Look at that. Look at that. That's not showing sign
fist
right
bump
there.
Right there. From Nico Clemens there to the woman.
Yeah, Nico, you're fired.
That's the calmest I've seen her all night.
That's the calmest I've seen her all night.
Screaming at the top of her lungs, so it was interesting there to see her in her calm voice. That's probably, that woman there has been the most vocal as far as using her vocal cords here.
And you dumb shits allowed her to get airtime.
Direction of this house. I think that she might be the one with the megaphone device.
There's multiple megaphone devices.
Based on some of the stuff that we were hearing, I don't know if she needs it. She's been shouting for hours now, but it was nice to hear her answer some questions from 8 on Your Sides. Nico Clemens here. We're live outside of the house. They're really, guys, turn up that iPhone brightness if you're watching on a mobile device, and you'll be able to see the faint outline of an officer that is keeping the peace. Here.
He ain't keeping shit. He's got his hands on his hips. What is he keeping? He might be keeping his bladder under control. That's it. That's the only control he's got right now.
Tonight, we got word.
Every 30 seconds, he just yells, "Shut up!"
I in elementary school, I went to lunch, and there was this old guy that used to say, "Everybody quiet down now." It's like, that's all he did. It was just yell at you, quiet down.
They were going to be organizing, and secondly, it's because of situations
around. You do too much screwing around.
Have really bad intentions as far as showing up here to the laundry home and doing something. We don't want this situation to get any worse. So we had some early word come into our newsroom regarding a demonstration outside of the home. We also got word, of course, a confirmed word, something that we were putting out on air, that there was a prayer vigil that was coming together not too far away from here in Northport, Florida. People that were coming together to share a message of hope. But then we got word, everything changed when we got word from News Nation's Brian Enton. Follow, of course, News Nation, a great outlet for us here as part of our company, Next Star Nation. Brian Enton reporting he was stationed outside of this house. He was right here in the spot. He's probably right there next to our reporters here. Brian, a ally of ours JB. As far as our reporting here. And Brian reported that he was first to say to us, police have entered the home. And then, of course, it became the scene that we have now. This was before the sun went down. And then what happened, we had reports, and then it confirmed we had officers going in with brown paper bags, which can usually be used to gather evidence, collect items of some sort.
Or donuts.
And then officers coming out of the house,
donuts,
to collect items from the silver Ford Mustang convertible. That's the vehicle that has been, we don't know whose vehicle that is, but that is a vehicle that has been in the driveway for several days now, and we know because we've had reporters here around the clock here
monitoring that's
developments at the Laundry household. So
that's got to be Brian's.
The other only significant development worth passing along here to you, trying to catch everybody up here on WFLA now for folks that maybe just found this live stream, was the fact that, again, perhaps one of the most bizarre moments in this particular story so far, the entire crowd was on the front lawn of the house. That's trespassing times however many people that are there. They were all on the front lawn of the house. And that includes camera crews and news crews that were there. Everyone was on the front lawn of the house. And then, of course, the officer came and pushed everybody back into the street, where now clearly the roadway is being blocked. And people have been asking about that question. Because we've had roadways blocked for more and less here for protests and demonstrations over the past year and a half here in the Tampa Bay area.
They have to have clearance to protest and do that.
Let's now get to some of the comments here. Here's what I want to explain what you're looking at here on the right side of your screen, because it's more than just a black screen with a faint couple of lights here. Here's what I believe is happening right now. Oh, there we saw a photographer with a flash. Let's talk about lighting here for just a second.
Oh, there we go.
Everything here revolves around battery. Right now, the camera crews that are feeding back feeds here, including some that are doing it via cellular device, we're doing it here from several news crews and their professional news cameras. Battery is a precious resource here. You can't plug into the concrete beneath your feet when you're at a scene like this. So
why not?
Right now, everyone's conserving battery, and the most draining, perhaps, of any device is LED lights. So you can't see anything right now of the laundry household, and that's because no one has their lights on. But there are lights in position.
You know what? I want to interrupt him real quick. What the fuck is the sense in having a camera crew if you can't see shit?
That's why I said get a generator.
You're basically videotaping dark.
I'm sure they've got backup batteries in that. Well, that news van.
Well, JB, which stands for Jackass Bruno, is basically stating, "Oh, everything's on batteries." Well, okay, well, get the fucking batteries for the lights, because your video crew does no good in the dark if there's no fucking lights. You morons.
Goes the phone. Turning on. And okay, let's get to
I
matters that matter.
Most TV trucks
here in the Facebook Live comment section.
Hoist up in the air.
Right.
I alert you folks here to this next comment. This is unconfirmed. But again, here with WFLA Now, a big part of what we do, observations that you made here on the stream, we want to hear from you. So Jordan Miller here a short time ago saying #HeyJB, again, unconfirmed here. She or he, and I don't know which one is Jordan here based on the profile picture. So he, she, they, a phone was removed from the vehicle when they were going through it. They put it in their pocket when it was passed out of the vehicle. I wish I had instant replay here for you folks, but I don't. But we did have the clip earlier, or that we were on live stream earlier when they were going through the Ford Mustang convertible. Now, Jordan here is saying that he, she, or they saw a cellular phone being removed from that vehicle. Now, I can tell you that I was worried about the 7 screens, the touch screens here in front of me, and I did not catch a phone being removed from the Ford Mustang convertible, but that is entirely possible.
All right, that's skeptic. Okay, so I think we've kind of drawn this out as much as possible. So let's get away from this and probably take a break here in a second. But so now with them talking to the police, there's a good possibility that we may get some closure maybe sooner than later.
I hope so. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I don't know, though.
I mean, it's definitely a step forward when you're considering that they didn't want to talk to the police at first. Now, all of a sudden, hey, we're requesting that we talk to the police. So, I mean, I think it's a good step forward.
Yeah, it is.
So, all right. Let me see here.
Just a good point just popped in my head.
Yeah.
This has been going on, for a month?
She's been missing for over a month. Brian showed back up on September 1st, and they had put a missing persons report out on, I think, the 10th or the 11th.
Okay, here's my point. If she's been gone since let's say, the middle of August till now, why did the mother wait?
I don't know. I think they were waiting for legal representation, to be honest with you. I really think so. I really think they were waiting for some type of legal. I think they want to break the story, but it's going to. They want to make sure that they say it the right words.
Yeah,
we're guilty, but we're not guilty to the point where you can arrest us guilty. We're just saying, listen, this is what he told us. You go after him.
Right, but if I remember this correctly from watching a bunch of cases like this. Within the within the 72 to 96 hours that a report must be filed for a missing persons case.
I don't know what because this is also filed in New York.
It has to be at least 72 hours that the person's been missing. But if it's any point longer than that, then they can still file a missing persons case.
You can still file a missing persons report. That's fine.
But it has to be at least 72 hours.
From Breath Wasters.
Hang on a second, guys.
Wasters.
I have a clip here from Bad Billy. He's awesome with bits. For about 5 minutes. We're going to do this clip and then we're going to go to break. So here we go. He has a bit.
Record.
Get over here.
Comes a new from Breath Wasters Records comes a new spoken word album by Jessica Luther Rummel. Confessions of a loud and whiny closet white supremacist diva from Denton. Subtitled,
Karen with a triple K. Nothing to say.
Yes, sir, the title of this album is quite long, and so are each of her egocentric routines.
I hate to tell you, but I'm a Marxist too. Hail communism. Hail Antifa. Go fuck yourself. Have a nice day. My partner likes me big, you know what I'm saying? He likes to ride that wave. You want to talk about how big my titties are? So we'll have to pick them up and wash underneath them. When I lay on my back, they fall down to my sides. Oh, I thought you wanted to talk about my body. I'm confused. Did you not want to do that?
Listen as she takes to the streets, bitching and whining and calling for the removal of historic monuments that have been part of communities for decades.
This is a mass-produced piece of crap. This is not a unique piece of artwork. If you go to the Texas Klan website right now, you know what's on it? A Confederate monument and that flag.
This self-proclaimed scholar who found her college degree inside a cereal box tries to make you believe that she is on a mission to eradicate white supremacy in Texas and America.
I'm a PhD student at the University of North Texas, philosophy and religion.
She's all about equality and peace. Sure, right.
Pride and vanity are drivers. You must understand that criticism makes me incredibly uncomfortable.
Learn that it's okay to behave like a 2-year-old, trolling and harassing average citizens who believe differently than you do.
In order to intimidate nonviolent protesters from participating in First Amendment protected speech and protest.
After all, you're exercising your First Amendment rights of free speech and expression, but never mind their First Amendment rights.
Did you want to come out here and peacefully protest today? Did you want to have a nice little picnic under your Confederate racist monument? Guess what? Fuck you. You're racist.
So much for equality and peace, huh, Jessica?
I'm here to start shit, and don't you forget it. You better fucking get used to it, motherfucker. Woo!
Later in the album, you'll hear what Jessica for the longest time didn't want you to know. She is a card-carrying member of the Ku Klux Klan of Texas.
21st century Ku Klux Klan. Oh, the Confederacy.
Hell, she even has a friend in the Klan, and they both take new recruits under their wing.
I think I'll print out some Klan applications. I have one, as a matter of fact, because I've been speaking covertly with the head recruiter for the Texas Klan for about 3 months. I infiltrated the Texas Klan with a fake account. Free Klan applications right here. Parker County Klan. Free applications today only.
Confessions of a loud and whiny closet white supremacist diva from Denton is available on 2 CDs, 2 vinyl LPs, or MP3 download.
Isn't that cool?
And if you call now to 1-500-KK-KAREN, you'll also receive Jessica Luther Rummel's full arsenal of insults and childish tantrums on 3 CDs or 3 vinyl LPs.
Oh my God! That's Karen with a triple K, right? Oh, don't call me names. I don't like it when people call me names. I just want to enjoy my lunch in peace. On PS? Fuck you. Fuck you. Make me. Yeah, I'll go wherever I want, dude. This is America. You want to arrest me for it? Do it right now. Fuck you, you fucking coward piece of shit. You fucking coward piece of shit. Fuck you, you fucking coward. You're a fucking coward. You pussy fucking coward. Fuck you. You're a fucking coward. You fucking coward motherfucker. You fucking coward. Fuck you, coward. Fuck you, coward.
We're talking 5 whole hours of unoriginal babbling bullshit. Yes, the diva from Denton is no rose, but she definitely is yellow.
Fuck you.
To order Confessions of a Whiny Closet White Supremacist Diva from Denton and the special bonus sets, call 1-500-KK-KAREN. That's 1-500-KK-KAREN. Or visit yellowbitchatexas.com.
Do it quick. Spread this around.
Order now, before supplies last forever.
Fuck you, coward! Fuck you, coward!
with that
firm, but Jordan Miller here had said a Hashtag KJBA phone was removed from the vehicle when they were going through it.
Sorry about that. That was on my other PC. I forgot to mute that. All right. So with that being said, we're going to break. So hang in there. By the way, I got to ask there, Dirk, which is worse? Who, the bitch we just heard, or Crazy Joe?
See, I don't know the context of this, so I don't know who this is that's being parodied. I'd probably have to do a bit of a dig to take a look.
No, I'm thinking racist and KKK. I mean, I think her and Crazy Joe actually get along pretty good.
That would make a perfect marriage couple.
Yeah, a perfect marriage, just like Hitler and his bitch.
She could be Joe's type.
I'm thinking you're right. All right, guys. Stay tuned. We're coming right back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show will return after this.
This is a great debate in our house. I am very pro-pumpkin spice. This guy is insane and anti-pumpkin. Where do you fall in this great debate? Are you with me or this lunatic? Oh, and you haven't finished your piece. At least it's not pumpkin.
Just a fat Howard Stern. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
All right, welcome back, everybody. 813-699-5353. Most of our show has been taken up because of the Gabby and Brian investigation going on down here in Florida. But just to go ahead and let you know, in case you didn't already know, to my right, DJ Loud, and down right below from Arrogant Media, it's Dirk Don. Great to have them both on, even though we didn't really touch on a lot of topics, though. But the big one, though, I think we kind of got a few laughs at was the rhetoric going on outside Brian Petrino's home, Laundrie's home, excuse me, and the cops finally got a chance to go ahead and say hi to them. Brian wasn't there, by the way. Cops are just now leaving. Brian was not home, so nothing was really done. Apparently, just some questionnaires, but most of the show has been taken up in regards to the story that has been breaking national news in regards to the missing person of Gabby and the family of Brian and his family, the fiance and the family, not wanting to talk to the cops until tonight, when the family said, "Hey, we want to break our silence." Nothing was said. Nothing was revealed as to what was said. Nothing was revealed as to what's going on any further. But I would assume something of interest or something of relevance was discussed. So that's what we're hoping for.
What do you think the crowd's going to do? Just go home, or are they going to stay till Brian gets back home?
I don't know. I think when Brian gets home, they're going to take his head. I think they'll just do justice like that. I mean, you got to admit, when you have a rowdy group like that and you're in front of first off, what's the legal point? I mean, I think after 9 p.m., I think there's a noise ordinance where if you're causing a disturbance, you're going to get arrested.
They're the kind of people that are going to cut off his head and then scream at a dead body asking where Gabby is.
Yeah, let's cut the head off first, then ask questions. It's kind of like the shoot first, shoot second, and if all else fails, shoot again. It's like that gets nowhere. But Dirk, go ahead. I know we still got a few viewers to go. I don't think we've bored off everybody yet. But go ahead and plug in Arrogant Media and what you do.
Yeah, if you want to follow what I do, there is the Arrogant Media YouTube channel where I post videos at least once or twice per week. I've got the newest video up where it is an essay about the Elder Scrolls and how I'm ready for the new. I cannot just keep playing Skyrim over and over again. And, someone has to take the mantle if Bethesda is going to be too slow to do this. But besides that, we have Facebook.com/Arrogant Media if you want to be updated through there on things that we're doing. Twitter, I have the handle at Media Arrogant, but I don't really use that as much. I tend to use that more for talking to other people that are on Twitter. Sometimes yelling at Dino Cazares of Fear Factory. But that's really it.
All right. And don't forget, too, on Matt Connarton's show, which Matt Connarton airs right here on this station, rawtalkonlineradio.com. You can hear his music review every Wednesday, which, next Wednesday's coming around pretty quickly. So you want to make sure you hear Dirk Don's music review on Matt Connarton's show, which is always an interesting show, 4 to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday, live on rawtalkonlineradio.com. Yeah, we got to make sure you have that. DJ Loud, of course, you have his 101tothemix.net. You can always go ahead and check out his music. He's got a talk show that's coming out pretty soon, along with him and his co-host D's Nuts. I mean, original name, but still, you can go ahead and check that out on his profile page. You said it's probably going to happen Saturday, depending on what everybody's timeline is. So right now, there's no set days when it airs. It's just right now kind of a testing phase, right? Is that what's going on? You're muted. Oh, you're muted, man. Here we go.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
God damn it, I feel like that fucking Verizon commercial. Well, anywho, the goal is we're going to sit down tomorrow and talk about the actual official start time and day, and then we'll make that known on Monday.
All right, so Monday's the big announcement. But in the meantime, to catch some of your music, and you even go live on there every once in a while, 1012themix.net.
Yep.
All right. And, of course...
And the talk show, until I get the website built for the talk show, we'll be streaming off of 1012's Facebook page.
Okay, so 1012 The Mix Facebook page. Make sure you go ahead and look them up and check it out. And, of course, this gentleman right here runs Loud Hosting. If you need a website, branding, anything of that nature, broadcasting, Live 365, go to Loud Hosting and loudhosting.com.
.info.
Loudhosting.info. Make sure you go ahead and check him out. Get some gear over there. Like, get your broadcast done right with Loud Hosting, and send him a few bucks. He kind of needs it. He's over there eating Alpo. No, I'm just kidding. You're not eating Alpo.
Close enough with this shit.
Yeah. I'm over here seeing you squirt the canned cheese in your mouth. It's like, who does that?
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Well, I ran out of crackers.
You ran out. Oh, loud. Oh, loud. Anyway, we want to say thank you for you guys showing up, and we appreciate you filling in for as long as Karen's out. Karen had to work on her car today, so we'll probably get some information next week as to regards to when her reappearance is coming up, if at all. We hope. And she did leave us some Facebook memes, but we didn't get to any of them. Not even our good news segment. It was literally the Gabby and Brian.
The world has no good news today.
Yeah, that's all right. It was literally the Gabby and Brian story that's been happening all over the news, and we got to see some interesting stuff come out of Northport today, with the crowd basically being unruly, and kind of interesting to see where that goes from here. So, but anyway, guys, have a great weekend, and we'll see you right back here on Wednesday, 7 p.m. on the Charles Richardson Show. We'll have DJ Loud. Dirk, you want to come back on Wednesday? I mean, we'll at least have one show where we actually have everybody talking.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
All right. So all three of us and Alyssa, probably on the second hour, we'll have all this back on 7 p.m. Wednesday right here. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend, and go Patriots. Yeah, I said it.
Right.
Yeah, it's true, been there before. But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently.